Hey everyone, welcome to Atomo. This is Andrew. It's March 2028. March 28, 2025. It's been a bit before since I posted last time. I was having a thought today as continuing the Russia Ukraine conflict and as we move towards peace frameworks that are coming up. One of the questions being raised is, well, what's the case of Odessa? What might happen with Odessa? The theory I'm considering or thinking about right now, again, I don't get any information, just kind of throwing something out there and seeing what the possibilities are, is that I got a hunch that the United States may purchase some sort of economic interest in Odessa. And the reason I bring that up is the amount of money that the USA has forwarded to Ukraine is in the realms of approximately $175 billion from 2022 to around this time in 2025. So that's a significant amount of money, and there's some back and forth happening where Europe gave money to the Ukraine as well, but that was in the case of loans. Um, Whereas the money offered by the United States, there doesn't seem to be a repayment um, concession on those. So the thought here is, you know, given that we've seen allegedly in the past where NATO or possibly the EU and the Brits have moved war supplies up through the ports of Odessa, I could see a case where if Russia has Crimea and they are fully granted the four oblasts that they've been fighting in, then there's a potential that Odessa can be put on the table. But what I think might happen is the U.S. may take a they may actually just purchase Odessa as a part of their amounts, and because there's an amount of money that was confiscated from Russia, I think in the terms of $300 billion, that the EU is thinking of carving up to perhaps start their little military um, shenanigans between a bunch of the states. There was the coalition of the willing that became the coalition of the not so willing. They're looking to create a EU army and potentially maybe roll that into Ukraine. I don't know how successful that would be, given the amount of defenses and fortifications and dug-in positions Russia has already on those front lines. That you may see potentially a U.S.-Russia joint agreement with the ports of Odessa, where UK and Europe wouldn't be brought into that agreement, but the U.S. and Russia would inspect ships moving grain and moving materials in through those ports. And at the same time, it helps to create a land bridge over to the Transnistria. God, I can't pronounce that name. Apologies for that. They can create that land bridge that goes over to the part of Moldova. Um, yeah, and then perhaps provide support there. But that can, with Odessa's ports, potentially changing ownership out of Ukraine's hands, then we might see the opening of Hungary, maybe even Romania. So they're really pushing hard right now to make sure that the Romanian government is the proper government that the EU wants to select. They don't want a different government that might turn around and say, you know what, I think we're going to go with Hungary and create a kind of Black Sea conglomerate around the Danube that connects over to the ports of Odessa. There might be some, like the ports don't quite connect to the Danube of Odessa. It doesn't stretch that far. There's a lot of kind of marshy type land between Odessa and the delta of the Danube. Uh, but it is an important shipping zone to take some of those landlocked European countries and open them up to a shipping option that doesn't go through the EU that could potentially sanction them if they vote the wrong way, say the wrong things. So that's some thoughts I wanted to put out there, and I hope everybody's having a great day.